everyone. He was just trolling me. He did not ban me, thank God. Two menaces in their own right. Perfect. Favorite Archon. Triple crown. Venti, I would have triple crowned you if it wasn't like such a nuisance to play this game every day. I don't know why. 5'11" short kings. Put your hands in the air and see what it feels like to be 6 foot and tall. Okay, let's go. You can tell I don't have Adderall, right? I do think you got a sharp tongue. I know you tell it like it is. But guess what, Wanderer? We did not ask. So let's give him this so he calms the hell down. Hey, Tyrion, what's up? Has your dad come back? Nah, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's beautiful.
It was even more beautiful when you weren't tall.
Greetings, traveler.
Hey, Catherine. Still doing the whole no commissions during Windblume thing?
The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year.
But the rest of the year, they're lazy. That's cool.
Feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
It's finally Windblume, and here I am ruining everything.
What's this filler? No one cares.
I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
He deserves better than you anyways, because you was always trying to get something out of him. It's
Wait,
like, not how it works.
are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Bro, all she did was use you.
Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best love,
Shut up. Of course,
usual,
Paimon would think that's
Catherine.
love.
This is just one example.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
Paimon, that's so rude and nasty of
I
you to
know
say.
a knight should be
Oh,
stronger
rude and
than this.
nasty.
But I
But
haven't
what
been
you feel?
feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
That's just called ADHD. Like, no, I relate to
I
that.
started sleepwalking out of nowhere.
Oh, I don't relate to that.
Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night
I relate to that
standing
part.
in a random location
Not the
outside.
second part, though. That's crazy.
You
You
should
sure that's
see a
not a
doctor.
demon?
The doctor said I'm fine.
It's just ADHD and insomnia, Poppy. It's like really not a big deal.
yeah.
Like,
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
the tea spiller?
Sorry. This is for me to figure out.
No, you could tell me.
It is Windblume after all.
No, but you could tell me. Though.
Anyway,
I want to know.
I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
She's not simping for Diluc anymore?
Where can I find a truly fascinating
Oh my
man?
gosh, me too.
Wait,
Donna.
but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
She seems to have changed her mind.
Maybe she found someone who paid attention to her.
Is that Captain Kaeya?
Girly, oh my gosh.
Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type.
Yeah,
How
you a
come I
hoe.
never felt this way before.
But honestly though, like we relate though. Why are you? I just remembered something. King Venti isn't voiced either, right? Because of the bullshit VAs wanting to like take over. Oh, but then Paimon can be voiced because she's the one that we don't want to hear. It's up to me now to do it. Okay, here I go. I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Though I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not.
Just let him know, Donna.
I'm sorry,
I'll
Captain.
tell him.
Just
I will tell
pretend
him.
I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windblume.
I intend to, my dear, but first, a question. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affection. Just look at you, King. Nobody give a fuck about Diluc.
Master
Donna, we all
Diluc
know
came
you're
into the city not too
you're a
long
coochie
ago,
poppin' hoe
but
for Diluc.
when I saw him,
Don't be acting
it
brand
was
new
like
in Enterprise. Like, come on
the
now.
butterflies just weren't there anymore.
So I'll take my leave. He's like, okay, this bitch is a freak. I'm leaving.
Surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. I've been better, like, when I hear your voice, King. Why is there no fucking background music either? Maybe Hoya wasn't letting me log in, so it would stop me from this misery. The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you
Not at
mind? She's
all.
like, not at all. I'm gonna
Have
shut down
fun,
my
you
ears because
three.
I'm a robot.
You said
Like,
you
she's
were
right there
looking for us.
recording and sending that to La Senora, La Cerrito, whatever. Like, don't be stupid, guy. Okay. Well. Yo, I nailed that sound effect. Tell me now. It's you,
Kaeya,
She's
you found them.
Whoa, headquarters are packed.
Two whole people standing there like they're Johnny 2x4 from
It's an
Ed and
honor to
Eddie is
meet you.
packed.
I believe introductions are in order.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's the captain of the second company, Eula, we know, and the ninth company. Cool, we all cared about that.
You're all captains?
Every single one of us. Paimon.
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
And voiced.
Jean!
So, no voice, no background music, no animation, no innovation. I hate to say it because I love this game. I love the lore. I love the characters. But this is like why I don't like log in anymore. Because it's like this is the best part and we can't even enjoy it. It's like, what's the point? Also, she's got a fork on her chest. Yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already. But I'm sure I don't read that fast, Jean. There's been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. Firstly, we've all lost our voices, so we don't know what the fuck happened there. I'm just gonna teleport telepathically tell this to you. Pretend that's normal.
This is Mondstadt, not
Shut the fuck up, Paimon. No one wants to hear that shit, bro. Like, but you know what's funny? It's because Fontaine was so good. They were like, we're bringing it back. But without the voices. I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before, and let me tell you, we do it so much better than Fontaine. We put Fontaine to shame. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in some time because unlike the people of Fontaine who ain't shit, I'm shit talking at this point because it's like, because no one else is talking, so I gotta fill up the air. I should be beatboxing in the background too, since apparently we can't even have like a song or nothing. Under the guidance of Barbados. Oh. And then he's under the guidance of the bottle. The knights uphold chivalrous justice in the spirit of our order, and the church carries blessings and goodwill whenever the wind can reach.
Which means it's a serious one.
So I turned off this bitch's
do
voice
you
too.
need our help?
Paimon, you cannot help nobody. Where's Albedo? Keen observation. Well, it's because the other ones are so NPC looking as it's like hard to miss, right? That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
What did he do?
XboxMiniFridge, Paimon, come with me. We're getting down to it right now. I respect that. Don't waste my time. Please, sit where you like. I only ask that you remain calm, no matter what you hear. Do I look like I can show any emotion whatsoever? I can't even speak. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. We'll see about that. I'll be the judge of that, literally. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka. What? Oh, I really thought he was there. I was like, where? And they're like, he's away. I was like, okay, I just needed to wait 2 seconds and I apologize. Hold on, I stand the earrings, girly. Sister in Christ is a sister for life. Who the fuck is Barbados? We don't know him. For the time being, Jean Gunhilder. Girly, I didn't know you had like a full government. Thank God that like you introduced yourself when you didn't have a voice and I didn't know how to say that. Will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just and verdict.
Oh, that's a new face.
He's so
Deacon
cute.
of the church.
He almost looks like he's from Conria with them eyes.
Barbara and Rosaria?
No, Paimon, it means he scratches his ass all day, girly. Like, what do you think that means? Like, they really just write lines just so we have to hear her. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. No! Certain aspects of this case are classified. Oh yeah, that sounds fair and just. No, we don't need to know that to know the right outcome, right? Are you stupid? Shouldn't we know all of this? Why is it classified to the traveler? Like, I know shit that you don't know anyways. And it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. So what do you know? Why are you here? As such, this trial is not open to the public. It says I see this random NPC right here and this random NPC right here. Well, okay, sure, no problem. Identities of the victim are still unknown range. Yeah, it's almost like it doesn't make sense. It's almost like they're just throwing things out their ass. Now, the captain of the logistic company, Miss Herta, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaeya to speak on Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? She better be voiced. I can't voice Kaeya, but you know what? We're gonna do our best for King Kaeya. Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Thank God. Miss Herta, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
That is crazy.
Murder?
Girl, you didn't have to repeat it. I heard it.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
How did she identify that it was a human body? She needs to bring that proof up. Let me hear it. I was like,
No. There's no way!
Gaslighter, manipulator, girl boss. Don't worry, Albedo. You got Kaeya on your side. It's all good. You're basically free already. Yo,
We now call that
up.
witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us
It's
what you
beet
saw.
rice.
I was out late that night on business.
No, you never
And
work.
when
What are
I
you talking
came back,
about? Nah, I know you're lying
saw someone
now.
in the
I already know.
moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo.
That looked like him, but was it him?
He-
Or was it a whopper
He
flower?
was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
Okay, maybe it's trash. Like, girly, mind your own business, bro. Like,
I thought it was
ain't that
strange,
so?
so I followed him. There was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body.
Hey, whose body? Where? Do you not own a camera that you didn't take a picture
Mr.
of this?
Albedo's
Like,
vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease.
Yeah. Oh.
So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground.
Okay, that's a good point. Oh, what'd you do?
Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination. I was terrified, thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Avonia's headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
Probably Klee. No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
True. Seems like shit.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, hello. You mentioned the joint investigation. Was the body recovered?
Not yet.
Hey, oh, see? Bro, it's just his, you know, his naughty magazine, like, collection, y'all. Like, y'all taking it too, like, far, y'all. In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. Maybe she's a jealous girlfriend? I don't know. No,
I
I'm joking.
know
I'm
what I
joking.
saw.
Whatever,
I'm telling the
B-Rice.
truth, Miss Hertha, I swear.
Nah, girl, we all know you don't work.
Also,
so-
didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I
You're being manipulated, B-Rice?
never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing.
She's
Besides,
like, yeah, fuck you too.
the investigation wasn't fruitless.
Okay.
A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Whose shoe was it?
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
Okay, see, but like how facts work is like you have to connect it to the scene into Albedo. For all you know, Venti just got buck wild at the Angel Share last night and tossed his shoe over there. Right, it caught your ass. And yet, no victim has been identified. Correct, Ho?
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
No one has been
reported.
reported missing.
I should be a lawyer.
However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant.
We don't know that.
Her testimony clearly points to a crime.
You
and
manipulated
she
her
has
to
no
say that.
reason
Okay,
to
bye.
lie.
No, it doesn't. No, you fake. Bye. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? He can't speak, so no. Oh, okay, never mind. You may believe otherwise, Miss Herta, but I did not kill a single person. It was multiple. Hold on. Yo, I just realized he's wearing boots. Like, oh, Albedo, I didn't know you was such a body. As a knight and a captain of the investigation team, I have the duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder. There's no body or motive. Put her in her place.
The defendant raises an important point.
She's like, I got
Motive.
caught.
I must be frank.
Yeah.
Not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone.
Yeah, you better know.
Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Second charge?
Time on, we heard. Shut the fuck up, I'ma throw you out of my courthouse. Proceed.
A witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
Whose body? His
I
own?
now call the second witness to the stand.
You got a lot of witnesses and no proof. Are you maybe like Albedo's like secret girlfriend or something? Jean's like, what the fuck?
Wait, that's...
Who is it? Why does everyone all of a sudden have a last name? Diluc Ragnavinder. Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath the cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age.
We now
Phrase how
have
it sounds
accounts from
exactly
two
the
separate
same.
witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Do tell us, brother. Not the most opportune time for a stroll, you sus motherfucking bitch. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take a walk in my area, but like at 3 in the morning, got insomnia. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. I like how everybody who's calling out Albedo needs to stand right next to him, and then he has his back turned straight to him. Like, what if he takes out a knife and kills you next? Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo, yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence,
I've been.
Mr. Kaeya,
So
you
you're
should
late.
know.
What do
After
I
the
know?
defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
Like, okay. Eso and caca are the same thing, Queenie. Don't pop off. Right? Oh. So you meant it was what was in the box. Careful now, Master Diluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition.
What Diluc did it?
Considering the defendant's
believe that, but,
profession,
you know.
there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here.
So it was Sucrose.
Both
her
witnesses
ass
saw
outta here.
golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how
Geo?
the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
I like how I threw that out there like it mattered and it really didn't. And Paimon's like, oh my god, my head hurts. Like, we don't care. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. I knew it. Who were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning. With Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together.
Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Bitch, I wear glasses for a reason. I could see very clearly. Yes. I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie.
You don't have a reason to tell the truth.
Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the
Trying to get a
library,
raise?
were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
What did she just say? You mean a considerable duration? A considerable duration to go to sleep. She talks like
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I thought you guys said you didn't know who the victims were. So you lied? I'm blushing. I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep. Why are you incriminating yourself, bro? You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? I'm a scientist, so I do understand, believe it or not. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough, but also claiming guilt without proof isn't enough. Ain't that crazy, guys? Prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
You're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute. You look like a cat. I love him.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The
Wait, what?
investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Let me read it. I want to see it.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. Delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. Death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. We must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
Are you a bat and not a cat, actually?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
They're like, damn, she got me there. I trust the investigations have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of the petrification and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
Okay, you're getting me there. You're getting me there. Kaya's like, shit, not even I can gaslight myself out of this. Dang.
No!
Okay, I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims
Adorable.
and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
The evidence is conclusive on the charge of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. The court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Dang, Jean! And Albedo's like, cool, I'm out of here, bitches. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light.
Oh, this has to be a nightmare!
True, every time you talk, that's how I feel. Albedo told me a secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Does that have something to do with this case? Right, what if he kept just trying to make himself and then like it kept messing up and he had to like, you know, well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! When did you get here?
Before you? I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. You're needed at Star's Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll find out. That's crazy how I knew she was gonna say that. Like, I'm a Genshin stan. I literally rather go on YouTube and watch lore than play the game. You think I haven't seen that event like 3 times on YouTube like those? XboxMiniFridge, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wing. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable.
No, you're so cute. I
I'm
love you.
Dahlia, Deacon of the
I said
Church
it right.
of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not going to forget next time, right?
Damn, he said put some respect on my name. So you called us here so we could meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial, the legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat.
That's so.
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados.
Yes, oh, this
If
is
the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then. You know about...
Come on, you're the only one who doesn't know nothing. Like, stop it.
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then, yeah, no shit.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
How do I, delete Paimon out of the game? I knew from the moment Ryan Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. Oh, what? A perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motives. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other, a very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help our friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt. Even though Windblume should be about drinking and having fun. You think that's daily, Venti, but we
noticed
stand
that
you.
too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
That's crazy. The whole town know about her wholeness. And no love remains for songs to tell. The world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is that fate. Cruel it may be. Were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
I'm just gonna ignore her ass. Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. Not that I would know, I'm just drunk. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the seven know better than to tamper with faith. If only there was a brave soul, willing to aid their friends in time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being the honorary knight, right? You'll still help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise.
A bomb!
Say hello to the Dodo communication device. It's a cell
So,
phone.
this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. I don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyways, this invention with a little help from a trick of mine will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we could chat. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. All I ask, no matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed, your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
You're so freaking cute, dude. Barbados? Serious? I give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the Animo Archon.
Don't we all? Is that so? I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. Perhaps you should pray to him and
Good
find
idea.
out.
I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Bro, I stand him, bro. You know what? Forget about Barbados. Treat me to a drink instead. You won't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Bro, I stand him. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. There was, no evidence. Damn, Fontaine really ate y'all bitches up. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that.
I wonder why.
He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
XboxMiniFridge. Perfect timing. Ryan has a favor to ask you. Yes, can you voice me because I couldn't do it myself? Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal and I would do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange. I can't read him from the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case. Almost right, investigating the cheeks. We'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. Find anything that might help in his case? Let me know. Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Xbox mini fridge. Paimon, shut the fuck up and don't get involved. You're gonna make everything worse. You never failed us in our time of need, and that goes to Xbox mini fridge. Paimon, you bail us daily.
What if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same, and Paimon, that would be a first for you. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. The second floor? We're gonna climb a set of stairs in Genshin Impact? That is insane. I'm counting on you. Yeah, you're counting on me to literally hold up the case, hold up Mondstadt, protect everybody, and voice everybody. That's crazy.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I need to get paid more. Let's do it as Klee. Yes. Guys, I cannot believe we actually went up a flight of stairs. Let me guess. Hey, homie, have you been up here for like 4 years?
Wait, Captain Kaeya, surely I can't just...
You can't what? These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office. So get the fuck out of the way or I'll make you get out of the way.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Thank you. I'm very persuasive. Manipulation, gaslight,
So
girl boss,
this is
Kaeya.
Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Wait, that looks just like the room I made for... No way, y'all. I'm gonna show you my teapot. That's crazy. That looks just like the room I made for Traveler and Paimon in my teapot. I cannot believe Hoyo fucking did not let me log into the game just so they could hack my teapot, just so they could steal my design, just so they could put it in the game. What the frick? Y'all owe me $1 million, like 10 million actually. So I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two. Especially Paimon. You're gonna need a lot of help.
Right back at ya.
Shut the fuck up. Albedo! Why is Albedo in jail? And why didn't I go to the trial? I could have bought the fuck out of Jean and got him out of jail. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Any potential meaning is unclear. Underneath the book, right. The noise is a bit odd when we slam the desk. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow.
It looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to the side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power. I have to use Geo? No, what I have to do is throw up in my mouth if I gotta go change my elements. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more info. Like a drawing. Okay, here we go. Like the Venus man or whatever. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. Oh my gosh, we stand from soft. Or from soft, whatever the fuck. I don't care. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of Noseke project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What?
It could be whatever you want to be, Paimon. Shut the hell up. Festering forces. Dragon spine could be involved somehow. Oh my gosh, you're so crazy. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No. It can't be. I'm in denial of my Pookie Bear Albedo. Send it to the end. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scene. Okay, so Ho got clapped up here, Ho got clapped up here, and then Dragon Spine. That's kind of near his lab, I think. I haven't marked on the map. We can look at it after. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in the last location or the remains of one.
Huh.
saw
What
that
does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried?
I'm not.
Alright, that seems to be it for this place.
Why is it that when the game actually doesn't make sense and you need Paimon to explain it to you, she doesn't, but now she's literally just repeating like, shut up.
Venti's calling. Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I mean, not definitive proof, but I guess y'all stupid as shit, so whatever. Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Ryan Daughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from the past. As we both know, Ryan Daughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence he just found, let's just say, could convince even those closest to him of his guilt, perhaps even you. The notes do sound like him though. It comes down to the truth. Oh, to trust. You trust Albedo? Yeah.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith.
Facts.
And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason.
Probably a wappa flower.
Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it.
Okay, hold on. Paimon nails on fleek. Venti's like, why is this hoe talking to me? A fair investigation means coming to a conclusion, presented by the facts. Crazy that the drunkard is the only one that notices that. Venti doesn't believe in it? No, that's not true. Venti knows. That's what's crazy.
Let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Big
Wait,
Poppy, why are you here?
I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
So you're spying on me?
it's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, that's true.
I
You are a
see.
knight.
You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Paimon with your big ass mouth.
Oh,
Do us a favor and just forget anything
Now he's
you
gonna
might have
remember
heard,
every
okay?
word. Go ahead, Paimon.
Sure.
Albedo's lab is here, and apparently he,
We should be getting close.
Although everything is covered in snow as a season adventure. Okay. Remove the snow and find a sizable hole, but the hole is completely empty. Surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do it or a monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body.
There's a hole in this house.
The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two.
By the way, if he did, then why would he need to bury it? Why wouldn't he just
Why
destroy the
not
rest?
fill the hole?
Makes
Or
sense.
smooth out the ground like the other places?
That's who Paimon damn. Yeah, she said something that made sense. That's crazy to me. If Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? What if he's being impersonated again? You're back. Did you find anything? I found a hole. Found dirt.
None of it helps Albedo's case.
A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. He asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearances of the bodies. Right, wouldn't like a family member be like, hey, yo, I haven't seen fulanito de tal no sé qué pinga for a really long time, like where they at? The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just, if the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial likely have to be open to the public, and that's gonna go crazy. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor. The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my abilities. You didn't do shit last time though. I did everything. I did all the talking, the thinking, the who's... Miles? Get your fat ass over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunderhill, will once again oversee the proceedings. We should bring Venti up there, like drunk, like just because. That'd be so lit, imagine. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged. Ms. Herta represents the prosecution. Mr. Kaeya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo. Ms. Herta, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes, we sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains.
So,
The investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time.
oh shit, Albedo. I'm not saying it's you, I'm just saying it's not looking good.
Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age
So
and gender
entertaining.
of the deceased. One of the missing individuals matches that profile to a
At
T.
T, the name body is T.
Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
She's a forensic scientist now. Okay, bet we stand that queen. Gentleman, male, 46 years old. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to the lack of relative. That is awful, bro. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Diluc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is helmsman. Specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
How is she supposed to know? We're just gonna take everyone for their word though. Except Albedo. Ain't that funny? Chemical magic, possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
No problem, ho. When my check coming? That's
The
what Rosaria
identity
said.
of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
We can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment.
Bro, I'll be writing a lot of
Who
shit. That don't mean
better
anything.
than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed.
He's like, prove it, ho.
Another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna.
Okay, you're getting
you would.
like, I don't know, that's real sus to me how you're just plopping people out left and right out your beauty cheeks, kind of like a fart, like, you know what I mean? Kind of like out of thin air. Like, it don't make no sense to me. Miss Herta, I have a question for you. How much are you paying these people to act a fucking fool in the courthouse?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward.
Of course
the
you
night
were.
Master
Breathe.
Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
Okay,
We decided to stop near Dragonspine.
Why? Who
I
goes to
couldn't
Dragon's
really get comfortable that night, so
I wonder why.
around dawn,
I went to go
I decided to go for a walk.
Diluc.
Then I saw it. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear, and I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place.
He looks like, damn, what that gotta do with me though? Oh, but Miss Herta.
But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
Don't be sorry, girl. Miss Herta's sus. I see. Just stepping forward with brave and... I don't trust you right now either. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, waterfall. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna coochie pop for him again.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of
And he's
events.
like, please, not in front of me,
That
please.
just leaves the
I'm
question
peeking.
of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
In the ground, alchemy, whatever.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter.
You believe
The
anything at
defendant
this
is the
point.
most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
No, that's true. Got me there. She got me there. A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office. The most important of which is this map. Feast your eyes. Map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the location of the crime scene. Were you the one who marked these locations? You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable, except for the fact that it's literally circumstantial and like not like proof at all, but like, okay, yeah, but since you uncovered that compartment, might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence.
You
What could
don't.
you possibly say in your defense?
Am I tripping or do they really not have shit? What I always have, I never killed a single person.
You have some nerve saying that when the evidence is stacked against you.
It sounds like fake ass evidence, but whatever. Miss Herta, you presented a meticulous and convincing case, so you haven't convinced me.
You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
I mean, that's what you did, so that's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in its own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses, exercising patience, something a hoe like you doesn't know how to do.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not. But patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? Untoward? That's supposed to be a hint. One of the locations marked on the map was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? XboxMiniFridge? You were the one who uncovered the notes, right? And I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yeah, you didn't have to out me though. Can you tell us what you found? Speaking telepathically. You nod your head and say nothing. No one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
And how did he dig it out while he was in chains, ho? I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? A lot. Associate that with... The first one didn't have shit in it too, right? Oh, I suck? Oh, cool. Got it. Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Diluc's attention. We don't know that. That bitch is pussy popping left and right. Nothing you say makes sense, so I don't give a fuck. Oh, it's a frigid climate covered in snow. Hella monsters up in that hoe. Are you trying to tell me Durin has been popping out babies and Albedo has been killing them? I don't know, submit that shit. Okay. Hit all that. Hit that snare. I almost forgot. Pyron and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine. We probably forgot because it was a limited event. We didn't even get to play it or see it or nothing. I had to go on YouTube. Didn't I say that like an hour ago? Like it was probably a homie that just looked like him. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. Watch this. I'm gonna distract him with my gases and I'm gonna let him run out. That's the plan. But what does he want to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court if I may. I was the one who investigated the office. I believe the results raise a few questions. As you can see, I have an ahoyo, so that means I'm very important and you should listen to me. So regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that to disposing of the body, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. Right? Bet. But that wasn't the case at the third location. The hole was still there. With dirt scattered around the perimeter, it looked more like something had been dug up. Wait, are you saying like a second Albedo spawned out the ground like it's Mondstadt and then murdered these people? Those are my two theories right now. I would like yell that out in the court because to me that makes sense. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment? Answer that. Hurt a hoe. In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh. I would know, I sniffed them. Which suggests that Dragonspine incident happened like hella long time ago. Like the fuck? I believe there's still reasonable doubt in the case. Also for the fact that none of the proof you brought up is actual proof. And I think Herta's a dumb bitch. And I hope the verdict reflects on that. Thanks. Deuces. Astute as ever.
Questions there may be, but allow me to
But proof
point
there's
out
not, ho.
there
You
is
think
no
she's Yoda.
evidence to suggest that anyone
no
besides the
evidence
defendant knew
that he
about the
did
third
anything.
location.
Who wrote this shit?
And the
I could have
map
wrote
was
this better,
found in
honestly.
his notes.
Clearly the people who wrote Fontaine did not write this because Fontaine went crazy. Don't get me wrong, this is fire, honestly. But like, it don't make sense.
Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Votes, King. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Herta. But unlike you, I'm not a dumb bitch. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies. Okay. They didn't have to say all that, did you? Oh, shit!
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
Excuse me, ho. Do not interrupt me. Let me flick my hair around. Baddie Eula? Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Oh, you're talking about when you killed that Albedo? Oh, so you killed him and broke him up and put it in 3 different spots because you wild like that? Oh, maybe because you didn't want Durin to recreate him and then he spawned out the ground like it was Minecraft? Got it. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead. That's called self-defense, bitch. Go to school.
Actually, the traveler Amber, Bennett, and I were with Albedo that day.
Yeah, ain't that crazy that none of us said that? Look at Paimon looking like there's no thought in her head. Like, honestly, I relate to that.
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts.
No, it doesn't. It's called
those
self-defense.
Innocent people.
Stupid ass.
Their blood.
No. You're a hoe.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear?
That's
You've
not called
clearly
murder.
lost your mind.
Never had to begin with, hoe, so if you will let me finish, Miss Herta, to the important part. I want to slap this bitch. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine. My height, blonde hair, blue eyes, dressed in clothes, nearly identical to mine. I thought your eyes were green, so I'm going to assume that a man wrote this. No hate though. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you. I was right. It does come back to what happened back then. But I didn't say shit, because I'm an idiot.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
You know, just because you shop at Walmart and we shop at Gucci don't mean
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
And you shouldn't have brought yourself into a beat rice, fool.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
He killed himself. That sounds crazy. I killed someone that day, but I never said that someone. I love how they're saying that like we don't know. It's like, okay, like Genshin staying in their flop era. I see that it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait,
Second Hertha?
you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on? Let me clean my glasses so I can look again. Yes, that does look identical to Hertha.
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
Not to be confused with the Hertha from Honkai Star Rail. This Hertha is the logistical captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
That is correct. You are stupid.
You want to undermine my credibility? It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you.
You don't have, girlie. You're
all
so
I want
delulu.
is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years. That is where the subject of my research lies. Durin.
Water!
Of 100 years ago, the Dragon of the East, Uvalin, defeated Durin in battle, and with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. Death was not a true end for him. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin. What?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine.
Loki sounds like she was talking to him though.
So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome.
I know
Master
Hertha was never
Jean,
to a
what
hoe.
are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
All y'all fakes in here, bro. Judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know. It looks like I'm so stupid for getting involved in this crap.
By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one?
This is the most movement I've seen in Genshin.
Killer
That's
who
crazy.
replaced the real Albedo long ago.
Wow, that's the first time you've shown some empathy towards him.
How about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body.
That's crazy. You don't have a nose.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
No, don't tell me you copy copy. No.
You don't know?
You don't know?
Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days.
I was distracted
Disoriented,
by the...
confused.
Me.
You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing.
How dare he?
Strange.
No, my head, it hurts.
Right. So all these people are fakes. I knew it.
The
I could tell
scar
from a
is
mile
right
away.
here.
It's so pretty. Imagine how much better it would be with music and voices.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
Show us your nose. No need to panic. And just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, all spawns of Durin's life form have that ability. Durin's been pussy popping up there. A powerful life force. An appearance you can change at will. Yet here you are. You're worried using that power could affect your accomplice. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here. Once you attempt to transform, All who surround you will be affected by your power.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go.
We're getting some beef! And I have this nonsensical ass team. I knew all y'all was fake rats and trash. She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in our way.
There are others trying to get in.
A whole earthquake?
Must be more people under her control.
That is crazy as fuck. Trying to get moving, everyone. What happened to me? Just took an apple.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
I'm so glad they showed your face instead of that, though.
After her!
Your name is Note. It's time. All units, move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's trail. But we finally have a chance to talk. Before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens. I never used human remains as part of my alchemical experiment. The events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. Master Diluc picked up on the situation long before today's— Oh shit, okay. Oh, they're so cute. It's so funny how they're like supposed to be like formidable and stuff.
How are there monsters in the city?
They probably walked through the big ass open door that we never shut. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
And what are you gonna do, Paimon? Seek your diapers? I'm gone, Albedo, say less. Let's go, team.
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now.
Fuck everyone else though, right?
We responded in
Y'all
time and
looking
had
like
enough
twins.
manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Then why are you here? Get to fight and stop the talking. Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. And my divination revealed there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yes, so far those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Perfect timing, XboxMiniFridge. I was hoping you three could form a mobile unit to help respond to the various threats. I know you ain't talking to Paimon. Been a while, XboxMiniFridge. I'm also here to help. Jean and I are going to remain here to monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations to you. Don't worry, my scribe glass doesn't show the slightest change of failure. Victory will be ours. Let's hope I don't flop. If I do, it's all Genshin's fault. Oh, hey y'all. I'm gonna go over here though, so yeah, y'all live will y'all will live. Yo, that was sick. You saw him grinding, bro? Tony Hawk who like that? Wait, hey, Venti, what are you doing? Someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I could drop the act. Sorry, thought you were regular citizens. But what, people don't know you can fight? About time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Oh, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. It's gonna be pretty exhausting. Don't worry. I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear.
These two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when you're not here, you know? Yo, that's funny as fuck. Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, like in response to the court coming under pressure. I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map and the missing bodies?
Why do you think Durin fucking ate them, bro? That's what he did. The less fortunate ones had already been devoured by the monsters. Golly. Then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
The monsters are slowly That's horrible, actually. That's insane. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monsters' mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remains of the victims to put them to rest. Always stand Albedo, bro. No one had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the the bodies. I meant to say. After we defeat that doppelganger doppelganger wobble flower. Say that 3 times in a row, Paimon. Actually don't. I don't want to hear your voice. Remember what I told you about the subject too? So there's another imposter. Golly, it's among us all over again. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. Durin observed the failed creature along with his knowledge. Ever since then, a creature spawned from his power. The ability to transform their appearance. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Durin's power remains dormant within them until finally it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. We could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power. All those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
What do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Amino. Restrain them for now. That should give the knights a chance to subdue them without harm. Time to activate that thing, right? Yes. There's a little secret other people should know. My identity, for example. Keep it to yourself, okay? Alright. This should do it. Yay, Venti! Oh my gosh, we love Venti! Okay.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many!
You never see my true power, ho.
It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
You stupid, have you never heard that wind can carry voices, honey? It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With his blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Yeah. Actually, you face away from the current and whisper like this, one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
Fuck you, Prima. You don't have to broadcast that.
Huh? Venti? Is that you?
I love all my cutie.
Oops.
You know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness XboxMiniFridge, this stupid hoe, and Albedo found me. Now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. Thanks, friend. May the animal Archon protect. We've got things covered here. Yes! Oh, I love it so much. Okay, girly, what are you doing? Blushing? Okay, good. Keep doing that. This helps a lot. Pancake Kaeya! Mantity Kaeya! I don't like being in the middle like this. Especially on a okay, PewDiePie. Oh, look who it is. You know him, bro? Oh, I suppose thanks are in order, Master Diluc. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. Pretend I didn't stutter. You were actually in the way. Nah, that's not true. His cake's so flat he can never be in the way. I suppose we could work together. But you would just melt my ice anyways. When did you notice something was off? The first trial. Weren't you a witness in the first trial because of the fake Herta? No, you. Damn. Weren't nervous enough. What? When does Kaeya get nervous? When you made Then's leaf, I guess. Tell me then, Master Diluc. When do you think I actually get nervous? Because we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. Second thought. It's not to think about it. Retribution will be frozen in time. Yo, I did not fall off at all. That's crazy how you're not letting me do my characters though. Like what I built them for? You said nothing? Okay, cool, bet.
They're over there! Diluc, Kaeya!
You had time to make it out here. I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care? So what's the status over here?
All under control. Don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of chivalry captain before you? What? Thank you for that lore bomb. We don't have to bring that up. I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past, you cold-hearted killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Even sweeter when you weren't talking, Icon. Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside me. For you, Kaeya, work as well. You are my bookie queen. Have fun being brothers. We love you. Stay safe. Bed. I hope Fischl has a voice because the princess ever Ursula. You know. Then it's like me frame for line. I don't know. Barbara's here. I could do the whole cast at this point. What was that? Oh my gosh, Barbara actually is here. Let the show begin. Like not even all the way. I just gotta tickle them a little bit. Okay, but
thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front line, are you?
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Maybe we can give you a hand. I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Don't mention it. It's doing my job, literally, even though I hate it. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. Is this a way for you to get out of work? You can count on me. I don't really know how all this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this. I think everything will be all right. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting. I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? What do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. The city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, protect you? I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please, and be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course. I mean... Barbara's here. Let me look at my spyglass. Yes, queen. Damn, she went crazy. She went crazy. They need to give her a title. Ladies, adventure team, assemble! Operator Amber reporting. Mika, prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Look like we got 25 hilichurls, 2 blazing axe, nosekes, and a batch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Do that. Operator Amber reporting. Throw my ass off this bridge.
All units are now in position.
Bertha! Boy, scared me just now.
Still caught up in the imposter incident?
Damn.
I thought you knew about the plan.
Nah, he didn't know shit.
Well,
Just outed
after
himself.
you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. So how did you decide Hertha should disappear again?
It was Kaeya's suggestion. Damn, he said no one knows about her and no one cares. Oh, I see. That explains the rumors. I've fallen during a mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Damn, y'all been cooking, huh?
This has been a long time in the making.
And we've been waiting a long time for it too.
How did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
Good point.
There's an informant among our ranks.
Okay, that's weird. Don't worry. Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing. Can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
And just revealed the truth. You would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise. Credit where credit is due. It was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Don't know it, but been a part of my plan since the beginning. Me, but I didn't even know. I didn't know Kaga. I knew I had to lead the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to cover. Naturally, thought of you. Subject to. Has met you on Dragonspine before. She thought even you had lost faith in me. Her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Beto's right. You're part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep you from that. Don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as that it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
Yeah, thanks for thinking of me. It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now?
Oh shit.
Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Or talk to the homies. What's up? I step outside the courtroom and this is the first thing I see. I'm not sure how much more I could take.
I think you should give yourself more credit.
Damn, okay.
You were brave enough to sit through the trial despite the nature of the allegations. That takes strength.
It's so cute. We'll put him in my account. C6, please. I didn't see you there.
Apologies. Rosaria asked me to come. With Albedo running around protecting the city, she was worried you might be alone.
Aww.
At a time like this, 2 is much better than 1. So let me help.
Aww. Thank you.
Of course she does. She spent all that time monitoring Albedo. It's only natural that she remembers his most dedicated student.
Actually.
As far as I know, he shared that information with close members of his order long before these events. Perhaps I spoke too soon. You do scare easily. I'm sure he felt the time was right. Besides, you know the truth. I know the truth. It doesn't change anything, right?
And I know you're a cutie. Albedo told me the library. Oh, you didn't know? Those big ass ears didn't help you hear the truth like hella long time ago? Alright, well, whatever. I was pretty shocked. But I was amazed.
Not afraid?
Not afraid.
We lucked out on that front. Otherwise, that conversation would have been for the whole city to hear.
Huh? That's how it works? I love you too. You're so cute. Wander, love that. Lisa, Razor.
Lupikov, it's you.
Razor has a voice. Oh, Pedro.
Come a little closer. Let's.
Time for a little shot. Oh, cool. Oh, I don't know Albedo. This is so fire. I want him so bad so Klee can have, you know, her little brother. But again, she's gonna have to put him in my account.
Coming to be. Moments of birth.
Moments of birth.
Blitz. Surrender and it'll be gentle.
It's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windblume.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No, once in a while, maybe. Sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Oh, wait, that's the... I saw Albedo walking out. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways. And mine was a gentle old man from Fontama. But you see, this time I only used gentle methods. Oh.
Huh, gentle electrocution.
Razor, don't listen to her, nothing she says, like she's crazy. This is so cool, actually. No wonder that trial made no fucking sense whatsoever. I was so surprised. I was like, why is everyone just like accepting this? Yeah, this.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt, not about to whack me in the head.
I knew something would happen to him. Poor Bennett. Oh my gosh. When I saw him helping her, I was like, that's weird.
I'm so sorry about that. I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it.
Well, I could finally
That's
use
a
the
pretty
auto
common
button.
tactic.
I love that.
Oh, Traveler. Albedo, you're here.
Loving me so cute. Okay, now I gotta turn. Like this person could use some help. Area seems secure. We'll remain here in the meantime. We'll be back with an update.
Sounds like a plan.
Where's Wanderer? Is he in Dragonspine
say-
waiting for us? I'm so happy Bennett gets like a little time to shine. I know it's not that much, but like still. And he has a voice. I love that. I don't get what this is supposed to be. Who am I looking for? An ant? I knew it. It's Diona. These darn things are more annoying than disgusting booze hounds. If you run into anyone who needs a safe place to wait, feel free to send them to the cat's tail. I'll be here to watch over things so the tavern will be safe. Thank you, Diona. We'll be sure to do just that. Thanks for not having a voice, bro. Like, I clearly can't do that, like, squawky ass voice you got. Try my best. Can't nail it all. Oh, Klee. Good job defending your city, Klee. Love you so much, Klee. That's why you're a knight. You're so cute.
Albedo, Traveler. Got an update for us?
Take her to the cat's tail. Diona is sheltering people there. Anyone who needs help is welcome.
Got it. I'll take her there right away.
Yeah, we love you, Ben. We do. It's such a pain. Let's take out our Archon. That's Venti. Love Venti. Hey, y'all. Miss me? It's booty clapping Eula. No, what's wrong, Queen?
It's all my fault. I knew Klee was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
What? Explain what? What?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region, but I heard there was something you need to explain to me about Klee. So get those lips a flapping before I break your jaw. That's what Albedo said. Damn,
We
Albedo.
kinda already heard what you said.
You can,
so-
Klee can defend herself. Don't worry.
Klee, she disappeared right under my nose.
Oh my gosh, at least
I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
Please don't beat yourself up. Klee is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright, fighting first, conversation later. Feel this ancient power.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Oh, she cares so much. It's cute. Don't worry, she's a knight in her own right. She can protect herself. Look at her balls on her feet.
I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
Not voice? Perfect. I got the perfect Klee voice. You guys don't even worry about it. We won! Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, dude.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Klee. I love Klee. Oh my gosh. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard you went camping for a few days. Those monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
But she actually has huge ears. That's right. I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses.
Of course. I place myself in your capable
I love
hands,
them.
Spark Knight.
This is why we stand Mondstadt. Oh my gosh. It would be an honor. We'll do her best. Oh my gosh, it was so hard. Thank you. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone.
We're back! They kept us you safe the whole way.
Great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Thank a lot of us, actually. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jane. It's been a busy few days. Let's take a well-deserved break. The work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Hey, everybody! Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Does that mean you saw me running for my life? Any notable information on the wind? I was out on the city wall for quite some time. Heard all sorts of things. Aww. Something notable? Well, up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subject to emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation.
No wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling? It's close. Who dat? Miss Phonia, here to make your report? I don't know how to say that name.
Nothing much to report, actually.
You can report on why you're being a stalker, though. During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
See, if you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? Why are you alone? There was a change of plans. We sent a message over the wind the last few minutes in the battle. There was a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well because you're under Durin's influence. Even during that event, was she under... Goofy ass run, bro. Not so fast, ho. Don't move. Oh, don't make that noise either. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. The others are looking after Nosuke Pinga. Please tell me you can help her. Can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well. Happens next is more of a personal project. I consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Ah, yes. That's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. So it's not that news. Like, literally older than the game, but Aguchi.
Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young. He's not old either. I have to crack a joke at every opportunity. Oh, whatever age that is. Indeed. Anyway, the whatever conference is a gathering of 3 parties. The Hexenzirkel, the Amino Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and the Church of Favonius. I'm not that good at math, but that's 4. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages will return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own. So I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would, pass me the Dodo communication device.
You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Well, I'm not gonna use my ads, Paimon. Just watch and learn.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Why, yes. Hold on. That's not the right voice.
Wait.
I don't know how to do.
Barbados?
So, who are those two? I'm confused. Varka? Like, what's going on? Sorry, Varka. You're probably busy right now.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to
Oh my
turn
God,
me into mincemeat.
answer.
Yeah, I'd
Love
say
a king.
so.
Yeah, well, have fun with that. We could talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Hello? Who is this?
The one and only.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like that? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the whatever conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh, and which brave soul is it this time?
Me, Aunt Alec. I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right. Where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
I see you turned yourself into a giant Dodoco. Much appreciated.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat. On behalf of the Hexenzirkel, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Where's Wanderer? Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Is it Wanderer? It's my office. He's waiting for you there. What? Can you repeat that? Who? Who though? Can you tell me? You did so much for us this time, Lord Barbados. I don't even know how to thank you. Don't thank me at all, please. It makes it seem like I'm useless the rest of the time. You know, that's not what I meant. An Archon has their own calculations. Who am I to question their wisdom? Okay, now you give me too much credit. I admit I'm not the most, protective Archon. You have your own hard work to thank for this result. Oh, and our friends, the honorary knight. No, I want to do shit. Look at Jean's like, no, don't glaze that. Worried about Albedo's plan? I can't help it. I have full confidence in his ability. It's just an instinctual response. But in the end, if he sets his mind to something, I know he will succeed. That's good to hear.
Have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed?
Because the door is there for a reason.
There's
We've already
a
been there. I
secret
forgot to show my
stash hidden
teapot. I'm
around
gonna show you
here
guys after.
somewhere.
Cancel her via. I mean, she's already canceled. He's not even voiced? Yeah, not so loud.
Mini Durin, what are you doing here?
Oh my gosh. Well, actually, I've kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry.
You're so
We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here?
Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together. I'm gonna replace a turn on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who is revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world and now you're here.
Which I recorded on my channel. I'll link it below so you can see the whole event. Not like a stupid picture, half a paragraph that was just 2 sentences, run-on sentences that didn't explain crap. I got a whole video. I will link it for you guys if you don't know. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmutation? So you're Albedo's intended subject? He's been working on it for a long time.
What you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't even know if there's a right answer in this. I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form. Albedo talked to me about that. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure part of me can balance out the evil part of him. I don't know what that would look like if I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there's never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. Where's Wanderer? Oh my gosh, he would love this for you. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice. He would be like, ugh, I don't care, but inside he'll be like, oh, that's my boy.
Well, turning
Wanderer's
you
mom.
into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know. I was thinking that, low-key. Albedo told me he's the, I don't know how to say that, synthetic human, and it works. I'll be one too. We will be only two of our no, you won't. Yeah, you're right. Alchemical. If all living things are grouped together by species, and there's only one other person like me in this world, that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. While we're on the subject, does your friend Hack guy know about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this duty. He didn't try to stop me, just told me to get a move on that. The person who wrote this, have they like never like played like Wanderer before? He would probably be here. Why would he just be like, yeah, fuck off? No, he wouldn't. He'd be like, oh, fine, whatever, I'll come with you. Like, he'll say some bullshit, but he will be here. Yes, exactly. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyways, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now. But thanks. I can't believe that they made some BS excuse for Wanderer not to be here. That doesn't make, oh my god, Venti, so cute, but like this doesn't make any stupid sense. That's the thing about Genshin, it's so good and then it turns to Laka, you know what I mean? It'd be even better if he was here. And you know what would make it like the pinnacle of awesomeness? It was voiced. Yeah, I really shouldn't be doing their jobs, but it's fine. I do it unpaid, yeah. Thank you, Venti, for that. I'm feeling a little nervous, but also kind of excited. It's a strange feeling. I've never felt anything like it, but don't worry, I can go. I gotta do my best to stay in a good frame of mind so that Albedo's plan can succeed. Well, you can't be here. Might as well be him. Do support you, Durin? I do. You know, I would be here if the creators of this game didn't suck so bad. I love you. Bye. Oof. Water and ice. I wonder why. I don't give a fuck. I'm going in like this. Does it make sense? No. Do I care? No. What's the worst that can happen? I lose and I suck and I have to redo it? Cool.
Relax.
Exactly.
Welcome,
Playing check is
one
good
and
and BB
all.
playing it chess.
Please sit wherever you like.
No unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair. Okay.
I highly doubt anyone's going
Happened
to
to you
mind
before?
where you sit, Lord Barbados. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
No one wants to be here, apparently.
All right, never mind. What is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings
I like how you're
about?
the only like Hexenzirkel. I like how Venti's like only like 10 miles away. Makes so much sense. I intend to kill the even too. Okay.
Oh?
I'd also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexenzirkels. The flesh of that immortal monster from the Merigerwarvi. The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother.
The raw material from which she created her monsters in the past.
Oh well, give it to
Dragon
me.
blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means he's not dead. Like, what the frick? He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt. Durin is a special entity. That's what I'm saying. Didn't we
Of
talk to
course,
her there?
it was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
You're not brand new, you were literally there. Okay, why is he looking crazy as fuck there? Powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be astonishing. Sound like a
The
mad
glint
scientist
in
here.
your eye when you talk about these ideas. We're happy to give you what you need, but there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. You must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
They were like, we need to add some gameplay in here, even though it doesn't make sense. I understand.
I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What's no? Because
The
you don't do shit,
Hexenzirkel
never?
trials are-
Then let me make a formal request. You go through this trial with me? Bro, of course. Bros to the end, bro.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Alright. Bet. And imagine that voice. It would have been even better, right? Nice. Certainly we've been shrinking down to chess piece sizes.
Whoa, you're so tiny now.
Of course, we had to still hear her voice. Yeah. Nothing. It's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now at this size. She's always energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirit. Not even us not being voiced.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial. Who else?
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test?
You would be really good friends with Wanderer, like absentee mother who does questionable shit.
I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See?
I see it.
Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory.
Swashbuckle.
Like fairy tale heroes.
Yeah. I'll try my best. I mean, I don't know. Goodness, my great undertaking. It's ancient power.
Fury.
Should present a
Witness my great undertaking.
Now you thought. Damn, I don't have to beat. Like, I don't have to play this game to be good. That's crazy.
Unsightly insects.
So is there like a part 2 to this box?
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
Doesn't seem like Alice.
Well done. But this isn't over. I
Who are
will
you?
now preside over the second trial.
Who are you?
Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
You know, you just said the same thing twice. It's a great undertaking. You okay? Yeah. No, well, I don't have a voice, but it's fine. It's fine though. Okay. Here's one. That picture is nice. We should have that, like, you know, all the time.
The trial awaits.
Wow, like, that's really cool design. That doesn't seem like a monster. Oh, Klee. Hold on a moment. I like how they waited. That's so nice of them. Wait a second, you guys. Okay, hold on. So, okay, now you can eat this as well. You too. Okay, now you want to eat. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, icons. Eat this, bitch. Bro, what's happening?
You're always so charming and delightful. Unlike my own
Bro, they released the Wonder Wonder. They know every element. Okay.
Try to remember the steps this time.
Are they having a fight in front of me? Who has ice, man? Yeah, right. Oh, this is one of those bosses that you have to kill them both at like the exact same time, right?
Come at the beat.
Sleep a while.
Gotta go. Nah, you thought. Wait, I have to hit the king.
I shall take the spotlight once more.
Okay, that actually was not as bad as I thought it would be. Wander's like killing it, bro. That's why they didn't want him here. They knew he would take like attention from everybody.
One blast is quite enough.
Pause on that, queen. Yeah, y'all ain't shit. Wander's where it's at. Anyone who doesn't have Wander, like, I truly pity you. Like, your life must suck, like, so bad.
Yes, very well done.
I know. You flop, girly. Me?
Oh, they've
I ate
grown
that
up
up.
so fast. I'm so proud.
I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
I'm gonna have to Google who you are, honey. Like, you're acting like I know. Like, I should care.
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you.
Thanks.
And should you feel
And I basically
the need
soloed
to
that.
gloat profusely to that student
That's why we
of
stand
mine,
Wanderer,
so she
and yet
knows
she
to up
couldn't
her
even be
game?
in this stupid.
Be my guest.
No, it's fine. It was good. What?
That'll do me for now.
Yeah, no one invited you.
You're just going to up and leave? You'll have to forgive Barbara, love. She's always on the move.
I don't care. Isn't that crazy?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Honestly, Paimon, I agree with that one.
Nice to have you back safe and sound.
And we gotta make a potion, start brewing. We'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the dragon of Dragonspine, right?
No, just scratch my ass. No hand in standing ovation for Wanderer, y'all. He did that. We've arrived. Leave it to me. You two, stay on guard. Feel this ancient power.
May Paimon ask a question?
No, shut the fuck up.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your
Fair
kind?
play. Paimon's actually asking a great question.
Dragon, person, animal,
Okay, no. You went stupid there. You went stupid there at the end. The first question, though, that hit. From an alchemical perspective, both artificial creations, biologically speaking, no relationship whatsoever.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
I am perhaps the most unique among humans, in that I'm only one of my kind. Soon, there'll be another just like me. I believe Mini Durin already told you of his intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. Fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one. You see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and future and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That, primarily, what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is secondary consideration, but still meaningful. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, which first and foremost, member of the night. Aww. Does that answer the question satisfactorily? That's crazy.
Looks like a golden energy
It doesn't look
the
too
dragon's
cool. Oh,
heart.
you know what? Paimon, I should let you finish. Paimon, when you don't talk, you're actually so cute. Like, look how cute you look. Well, heart would be too big. Instead, just recover the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality. The whole mountain gonna like fall apart.
What's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them. As far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same. You'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. Here, I didn't expect us to be able to do this. Okay, that massive rock that looks like a heart that's lost its power and descended into silence. Oh no, it won't be able to absorb any vitality like that. Let's go report back to... What are all these names? Who's Orban? Like what? An NPC in Mondstadt? The player of Black Tassel? We don't give a crap about a Black Tassel. Why are we supposed to go talk to Orban right now? Let's return
Right
to
now, I wish I
Mondstadt.
was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Right now, you should be in the studio recording those lines so I don't have to be doing it. No, I don't blame her. I know what happened, you guys. You guys didn't know Venti's VA is a girl. What's her name? Because I forgot it. And I gotta put respect on that name. Erica. You sent Erica? You should take a look around. Pick out some nice souvenirs. You know I'm gonna skip the time right over
Wonder
to
who the
this.
Windblume star is gonna be this time.
To be Venti and Venti alone. As you all know, during this year's Windblume Festival, the people of Mondstadt had banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. We would like to award the title of Windblume Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior. His words and songs, I know it. Yeah. Aww. Let us give a round of applause to this year's Windblume Star, Venti the Bard.
Wow! Amazing! Venti!
Huh? No way, you're really gonna pick me? You're the perfect person for the job. Alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the time? I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windblume Star. If you'd like, you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. In that case, let me swap out the speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away. Gather around and lend me your ears. They can't even breathe. That's hilarious to me. Like, couldn't even put a breath like sound. They're like, huh? I'm like, no. I hereby exercise a prayer formation. Wow. They went all in on the animation. I love that. Now go all in on the voice acting. I apologize. Refine fire, fortifying wind. Verse 18th, worldly and 20th passage. Oh, I love him. This show didn't even get like a word in. Like, we didn't even see Queenie. I miss that. 11 festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. Oh, sages. Witness my grand endeavor. Witness my lives. Wow, that's amazing. It really was amazing. How was it? Not bad, right? Bro, put a shirt on! Don't get this man close.
Albedo, how did everything go?
Very smoothly, I'd say.
So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Define human? His newly formed body is still stable. AKA they don't want us to see him because now they gotta work out how they're gonna make him a 5. Well, you know what? I need a 5-star who's a guy, so take your time, get to cooking, Hoyo.
How do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved the person's goal. She would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
I guess his mommy had a theory about what she meant. In time, I was able to corroborate. Finding the truth of the world, at least stood for getting a life.
That's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
You know, now I almost feel bad for them, especially with all the stuff we know about, like, part of my family life. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know about that one. I think she... Also, isn't she a sinner economy too? That's what I'm saying. I don't know about the Hexenzirkel, bro. I don't know. There's a lot of players in these games that they're just too sus to me. Like, I don't know about the Fatui. I don't know about Celestia. I don't know about the Hexenzirkel. I don't know about nobody. I don't trust nobody. I mean, I feel like even Celestia, who people are against, have their reasons. Like, it's just very complicated. The game doesn't give us a lot of answers. They give us a lot of reading. And a lot of it don't even make sense. We need to see more cutscenes. We need more Archon quests, interludes, whatever you want to call it, Genshin. We need more of this. As long as you feel like you gain something from the experience. Oh, how profound, traveler. Just shut up. Isn't Aboris the god of this world, or am I tripping? Isn't that the first dragon? I know some of you are all like, huh? Right, because Genshin's like, get to reading. And we're like, no, get to showing us. Oh, it's a shade. Bullish. Wait, so who's the dragon, the god of the world? Of their world. He ain't my god. Well, which shade is he? We don't know. At this point, Hoyo don't even know anyway. So wouldn't she then be a shade? Why are we just like skipping over that? Now I gotta find hella lore instead of playing the game because I'd rather do that.
What's Nefarious?
Name of the ruler of life. Oh, so it's a shade of life.
What?
Okay, so we do know. I like how they were like, okay, well, since we don't have any animations that we love to tell, not show, let's just have Paimon gouge her eyes out in shock so we could show that this is like a lore bomb when most people are like, huh, what's happening? I will tell you, I don't like the shade of death. What's her name? I almost said Rengoku. I know it ain't Rengoku. Renova. In any case, thank you so much for your help.
That's what friends are for.
Paimon took the words right out of my mouth, especially because I don't have a VA.
What is this year's Windblume gonna be?
Wanna take a guess? It's wine because I'm drunk. Give me your hand. Huh? Some circles want you to have this. A secret of sorts. When the time is right, it would You'd go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
I'm on, bro. We love that for you. Really? I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course, Dad. Let's go to the tavern right now.
Music to my ears. It's like this festival was made for me or something. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty cell. Cruel is said fate. Cruel it may be, were it not for a hero, that us all free. Through shadows so cold, he sought wisdom untold. Tasting of fragrance, the wind only knows. Thus, wistfulness waned and faded into night. Stepped from the darkness and into the light. Okay, honestly, yeah, it does suck that like Wanderer wasn't a part of it. We get a gift we can't use. Lore bombs we don't see, but this was a great quest. I love this. This is why I still play Genshin. I hope for like patch 6, I hope that they kind of keep up this pace. Yo, don't tell, please. But also, I hope that instead of just waiting like so strictly with the time frame, that when they have a story to tell, they tell it like this, that are like really great. They're fun, they're like emotional and stuff, even if there wasn't that much gameplay. Because I'll be honest with you, like at this point in this game, it's not really about the gameplay. Like I'm here for the characters and I'm here for the story. What does that say about the game? You know, hey, it says whatever you want it to say. I'll tell you the truth, it is what it is. And I've said it before, I stand by it. Genshin has a great story. Genshin has great lore. Genshin has great characters. But Genshin is only great when Hoyo puts forth that effort and gives us these stories. Not give us lore bombs and stories and text, gives us the story as they should. There's really nothing else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.